Welcome to all the bold, courageous, and powerful women tuning into Find Your Fabulous. I'm your host, Dr. Diane, and it's time to ignite your full power. Are you ready to embrace your talents and worth and unleash the wise goddess within? I've got the information, inspiration, and revelation you need to ignite your personal power so you can stop playing small and reclaim the passion and purpose that we all hold within us. Connect with other powerful spiritual women who yearn to be fully expressed. The world needs you. Full power. Let me guide you to find your fabulous and ignite your inner goddess. It all starts now on the Find Your Fabulous show. Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Diane Garrison, and you are listening to Find Your Fabulous. It's time to ignite your full power on Transformation Talk Radio. Stay with us for the next 30 minutes and let us help you experience the pathway to finding your fabulous. Every first and third Wednesday at 8 a.m. Pacific time and 10 a.m. Central time, where we will have information, inspiration, and revelation to help you ignite your personal power and reclaim the passion and purpose we all hold within us. I am here today with my fabulous producer, Emily. Good morning, Emily.
Good morning, Dr. Diane.
So good to have you. So today, I'm going to take you deep and wide as we explore the idea that you are a spiritual being having a human experience. It's about universal spirituality. It's about quantum physics. It is about the song of your soul. You know, we are all starseeds. We are all jewels in the web of life. We are all rainbow filaments in the quantum field. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. Science has proven that all things are connected energetically, chemically, and biologically. We are one, although we may feel so separate. Now, I am not here to talk about religion, but if you want to understand both the difference and interconnection between religion and spirituality, then join me in 2 weeks where I will be having a fascinating discussion with Dr. Reverend Kimmy Van Dokeren. I hope I got that right, Kimmy. Religions, you know, are formal institutions, philosophies, and rituals humans have created to gather together in community to experience and express their connection with the Almighty, the Creator, the higher power. Spirituality, as I am discussing today, is about that timeless, dimensionless, energetic part of us, seeking to connect to and express its oneness with the source, to the energy and intelligence of all of life, to God, or however you define it. It is a part of us that many call soul. It is, it has been, and it will always be. Now, Einstein has taught us that energy cannot be created or destroyed, only transformed. That's mind-blowing when you think of it. Now, I understand that my vegetable waste transforms to compost over time, that electrical wires running current are powering the equipment I am using to speak with you today. I even comprehend that a fertilized egg intelligently knows how to keep dividing to create a human form. But where and when does each miracle growing in a woman's womb become invested with a soul? No one agrees. Then there is the eternal question of what will our soul energy be like after our earthly body takes its last breath? It is quite the question pondered by many great philosophers, theologians, scientists, and gurus. Again, there is no consensus. What you choose to believe is a matter of faith. But quantum physics has proven that all things are made of the same energetic building blocks and that all energy is connected at all times to the quantum field. Now, that is hard to wrap your mind around, but I like to visualize it as like a rainbow-colored three-dimensional web of light with jewels at all the intersection that represent our souls. So let's do a little visualization together. I want you to close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. Just breathe in and out, coming into and getting comfortable in that wonderful body of yours. Now, I want you to visualize, to imagine you're sitting in a circle with 10 people who are near and dear to you, people you just love. Now, imagine that each of you sends out a filament of light and love from your heart center to each of the heart centers of the 9 in the group. 90 strings of light crisscrossing each other in the center of your circle. Now, what does your web look like? Just to look closely and enjoy. Continue to breathe. Notice what you created. And then tune into the energy that you're feeling inside. What are you feeling? Maybe peace, maybe calm, maybe expansiveness or warmth. There is no right, there is no wrong. There is only experience. Now, take 3 deep and cleansing breaths in and out, in and out, in and out, and welcome back. So that was hopefully a little experience of both spirituality and connecting to the quantum field, which I find very cool indeed. You are listening to Dr. Diane and the Find Your Fabulous show, and you can explore all things fabulous on my website, fullpowerwomen.com. Now, many of my dear listeners have heard of Neil deGrasse Tyson, a renowned American astrophysicist. He has done several TV series since 2005 on PBS, like The Cosmos, Star Talk, Nova Science Now, which you can probably still find on YouTube or other streaming services. His goal was to make complex scientific principles and phenomena understandable to the non-scientists in the world. I just remember him riding around through the stars in his glass bubble. Now, recently, as I was preparing for this lovely podcast, I found a YouTube video that I just love that explains how everything is connected. And I loosely quote him, "The very molecules that make up your body are traceable to the crucibles once made at the centers of very high mass stars that exploded their chemically rich guts into the galaxy, enriching pristine gas clouds with all the chemistry of life." Pretty cool, right? Can you picture this explosion in the depths of space? Can you see these clouds forming? He continues, "We are all connected to each other biologically, to the earth chemically, and to the rest of the universe atomically. We are not better than the universe. We are part of the universe, and the universe is in us." I finally understand what spiritual teachers have been telling me for years, that we are star seeds, children of the cosmos. It feels both comforting and sometimes beyond comprehension. But we are all connected. Think of how the Amazon rainforest has been called the lungs of the world. Trees take in carbon dioxide and give off the oxygen we breathe. We breathe in the oxygen and give back to them their fuel, the carbon dioxide. That is why it's so important to plant trees and to protect our forests. That is also why I have so many plants in my clinical office. You can see a huge spider plant right there. Good air, good vibes, lovely to look at. If you truly believed that everything is connected and that our energy, our behaviors, our thoughts and feelings, the very air you exhale impacts the health of the planet we live on, our precious Mother Earth, how would that change you? If you truly believe that the universe exists within you, that your soul has an easy pipeline to God, to the source of all life, what would you have the courage to accomplish? Now, our culture teaches us to think small, to be afraid that there are not enough goodies to go around. So we have scarcity, competition, tribalism. And yet, the Upanishads, ancient holy texts from the Hindu tradition, say, I scooped from abundance, and yet abundance remains. This is because the Creator is infinite and abundance in the universe is unlimited. It is our thinking that is unlimited and our behaviors that are problematic. Now, many of our religions teach us that we are separate from the Creator and that we need prayers and priests and acts of good works to connect to God. And yet, Jesus tried to teach us this: I and the Father are one. Anything I can do, you can do, and more. Because God is within us. The energy of life enlivens us. It breathes our body and beats our heart. But what does this have to do with personal power, Dr. Diane? And how does this help us find our fabulous? Because if we know we are star seeds connected to the Creator and all the divine wisdom, we can honor our sacred nature and dare to dream our biggest dreams. Now, I think I have a pretty common religious story. I was raised Catholic, and as a child, I did what the church folk told me to do and did not think too much about it. It was, if the music was good, I could tolerate the mass. Otherwise, I was pretty bored. As soon as my mother stopped policing me, I stopped going to church as it did not enhance my life, I thought, and I was a know-it-all teen and young adult. I made my way back to a church community in graduate school. It was a small community and helped me feel less alone at a stressful time. And the music was good. I found a very liberally minded, service-oriented Catholic church in Philadelphia where I lived for 10 years. And the community and the cool things we did made the difference. When I had my kids and was living in Wisconsin, I raised them in that faith tradition, feeling I owed them some spiritual education. And even though I was very troubled by the revelation of all the sex abuse by priests that had been covered up for years, I was at the same time learning from many spiritual traditions and teachers, diving into meditation and yoga. So my spiritual understandings helped me to grow my faith in a different way than most of the other folks in my church community, but I was still taking comfort in the community and the music. But when the hypocrisy of the mother church, what the mother church was saying versus what they were actually doing became too great, my conscience said, I needed to find a new spiritual home. And I found a Unitarian Universalist church that I now call my spiritual home. If you're not familiar with the UUs, it honors all the spiritual traditions and religions and leaves it to the individual to decide what they believe. And the music is real good. After a short break, I want to share with you now learnings on universal spirituality that I got from my teacher, Mary Morrissey. But first, we're going to take a short break, so stay tuned. I'm Dr. Diane, and you're listening to the Find Your Fabulous show, and you can find out all about me and my empowerment coaching at fullpowerwomen.com, or you can reach out to me directly by emailing Dr. Diane at fullpowerwomen.com. And now it's time for a short break. See you soon. We're back on the Find Your Fabulous show with Dr. Diane, and we are about to explore the basic tenets of universal spirituality as shared to me by my lovely mentor, Mary Morrissey. 1. There is one presence, one power, one life in all the universe. Different cultures and different religions call this power many different names. Scientists call it the quantum field, but they are all talking about the same thing, source. It is the energy and intelligence of life that enlivens us all. 2. You and I are connected to this power always. There is an inseparable oneness between the infinite power and humanity. I like to think of God as the ocean, and we are each a perfect drop of that ocean. 3, each person is free to believe what makes sense to them. There is no one correct religion or belief system. It is about faith, not facts. If we could each hold a different appreciation and curiosity for another's ideas and beliefs, what a kinder, more loving world we would live in. 4th, universal spirituality also holds the belief that connection, awareness, guidance, and support and supply is infinitely abundant, everywhere present, and can be experienced by each of us from within, connecting to our inner world where our soul resides. There is no limitation to the infinite intelligence and source. There is only limitation in our own thinking and beliefs. Next, 5, a belief in karma. Whatever you give multiplies and circles back to you. You really do reap what you sow. That is why an attitude of gratitude and a generosity of spirit are so powerful. Everyone, number 6, everyone without exception is a spiritual being having a human experience. We all have people in our life that do not seem very spiritual to us, but I love this line by Marianne Williamson from A Course in Miracles. Every behavior is either an act of love or a call for love, no matter how unskillful it may seem. Every behavior is either an act of love or a call for love, no matter how unskillful it may seem. 7, a belief that service is the highest activity to which we can aspire. And this is not about doing good works to earn entrance into heaven, but about creating heaven on earth by believing that we are all connected and here to help one another. 8, a belief that each person is a unique expression of the infinite. We are each one of a kind. Now, this is where empowerment comes in again. If you believed in your heart that you are a precious child of the Creator, what would you have the courage to do? How would you feel about yourself? 9, a belief that in your basic nature, you are already whole and perfect. I believe that we come into this world as infants and young children, seamlessly connected to the infinite, to the divine. Then we are socialized, programmed, and domesticated to be good little citizens, and our easy connection is buried. It is our life's work to find our way back to the heart, to the mind, and the soul of the Creator. 10, God is love. The creative force in the universe is love. The Big Bang was an expression of the Creator's love, releasing into the vastness of space all the elements, the ideas, and the forms to create life. Love one another as I have loved you was the directive of Jesus, one of the most spiritual humans to walk this earth. Now, we as humans have failed miserably at fulfilling this directive. As I look at Ukraine, as I look at Gaza, I do not see the power of love. But then when I see those humanitarian workers in Gaza risking their life to feed the people there. I see the power of love, and it gives me hope. You are listening to Dr. Diane on the Find Your Fabulous show, and you can explore all things fabulous on my website, fullpowerwomen.com. Now I'm going to take you into a few experiential exercises to see if you can feel the difference between living in your head or tuning into spirit. So first, I want you to close your eyes and just take a few deep breaths to settle inward. And I want you to go very much into your head. I want you to plan an activity or write a grocery list or do a to-do list or solve a math problem. I don't care. Stay in your head. Stay in your head. Thinking, thinking, thinking. Now take a moment to notice the energy in your body. Is it expansive? Is it restricted? Are you feeling any emotion? Take a deep breath and let go. Now we're going to do a grounding exercise to take you into your body. So close your eyes again if you open them. Again, take some luscious deep breaths in and out, in and out, feeling your feet connecting to the floor, feeling your seat on your chair, your back on the backrest. Notice, get very curious about the energy in your hands. And then just notice. Just notice if you feel expansive or restricted, if there's any emotion. And now let's go right into tuning into spirit. Emily, if you could put the music on. So if you opened your eyes, close them again. Breathe deeply. Just feel the vibration of this music. Just let yourself go. Let your body harmonize with the music. Continue to take deep, luscious breaths. Even stand up and move around if you're feeling it. Just let go and enjoy. Notice what is happening to your energy inside. You feel grounded or floating? Constricted or expansive? All right, just let yourself take a deep breath in and let go. You can open your eyes, and Emily, you can end our music, please, although I just love this music. Now, I am hoping that the high vibration of the music helped you feel more expansive, or at the very least, different than your normal everyday awareness, right? And different than when you were planning things in your head. That is why connecting to your spiritual, that is what connecting to your spiritual energy can feel like, and why we want to make time to do it. You can do it with music. You can do it with prayer. You can do it with yoga. You can do it with a walk in the woods. You can connect to this energy in a lot of different ways. And I encourage you to go out there and experiment and find the ways that help you feel connected to the all. You connected to your very own soul energy. There is no one way. But when you make time to connect, you will feel more energized, more youthful, more peaceful, and more grounded. So if you would like to talk to me about this some more, then reach out to me at Dr. Diane at fullpowerwomen.com. And in fact, I will put my scheduling link on the podcast description, and you can find out more about me, my empowerment coaching at fullpowerwomen.com. Now, I want to thank you for joining me and tuning in to the Find Your Fabulous show with Dr. Diane. I had a wonderful time. Please join me every first and third Monday at 8 a.m. Pacific time, 10 a.m. Central time, and 11 a.m. Eastern time. And next time on Find Your Fabulous on May 20th, I will be talking with spiritual life coach and mindfulness life coach, Dr. Reverend Kimmy Van Dalkeren, about the differences and the interconnections between religion and spirituality. You won't want to miss this juicy conversation. So join us on May 20th. And until then, I bid you a fond farewell and go out there and shine your fabulous. I'll see you in 2 weeks. I'm your host, Dr. Diane, and you have been listening to Find Your Fabulous. It's time to ignite your full power. Tune in every first and third Monday of the month at 8 a.m. Pacific time on Transformation Talk Radio for information, inspiration, and revelation to ignite your personal power. Connect with other bold, courageous, and powerful women who are ready to stop playing small and reclaim the passion and purpose that we all hold within us. The world needs you, full power. To find your fabulous and ignite your inner goddess, visit fullpowerwomen.com.